wait is over. If Loving You Is Wrong, 2-night premiere event starts March 19th, 10/9 Central.
Guys. Now, I said this in another video. I think it was the one I did about, Jeffree calls Justin harmless. And it's like, Jeremy, did OWN contact you back? Is everything good with your copyright stuff? No, still no contact, still no resolution. And I'm like, you know what? Screw OWN. I'm going to put these trailers in here, whatever happens, because, as long as it doesn't screw up my money too bad. But I want to deliver. So we are talking about the fact that, once again, If Loving You Is Wrong has been pushed back. It is one thing to push the show back, but to have the trailer say the wait, I can't even, the wait is over. How dare you? How dare you? Let's recap, fans. Okay. January the 8th, a surprise 20-30 second promo trailer, or whatever you want to call it, came out on OWN. January the 8th. That's when we had the season premiere for the Haves and Have-Nots 2019. They said, though, pretty much almost verbatim what they said in this trailer. The only things that weren't said were 2-night season premiere event, March 19th and 20th. They said February 27th, the season premiere was going to go down. And we were like, damn, that's great. The show's finally coming back, because at this point, the show was almost off the air for a year. The last episode, if I recall, was on March the 7th. I believe March 7th, 2018 was the last episode of Loving You Is Wrong. And we're like, great, the show's finally going to come back after almost a year of being gone off the air. So keep in mind, folks, I have done so many videos. I even got to the point where I'm like, look, I'm not going to do any more videos on If Loving You Is Wrong, because I've done so many, because Kelly said this, Brad said this, Justice said this, these are the cast members said that, and this, and articles. And I just got tired of, reporting fake news, because the different cast members are saying different dates. So I got to the point where it's like, look, they're the cast members, they were there for filming and whatnot, but it's like Tyler Perry and the network that makes these decisions. So I can't blame them if they say something that turns out to be wrong, because for all they know, OWN ended up pushing things back for whatever reason. And then I remember doing a video where it's like, there's an article from OWN that said on January the 15th, they were going to make a big announcement that If Loving You Is Wrong was going to come back for 8 episodes mid-January, and those would be the last 8 episodes of season 4, and then they would move on to season 5 later this year. And then somebody tweeted to Brad, and he said, we filmed episodes, so I do believe we're going to have about 20 this season. So that could have possibly meant 20 episodes for season 5, or 8 episodes for season 4. The remaining episodes, then the last 12 episodes would be season 5. And then we get the trailer saying February 27th. But then, out of a surprise, on Tuesday night, we get this trailer, which was sloppily put together. And my thing is this: if you have and I know my voice is breaking up because I'm actually like upset, but I'll get to, okay. If you have the nerve to put out a trailer saying the date has been pushed back, they didn't even say that. You basically copied and pasted your same trailer with putting 2 different little screens on there saying 2-night season premiere, March 19th, March 20th. What kind of bullshit is that? Like, again, the fact that you pushed the date is one thing, but you couldn't even put together a better trailer. That's what has me upset. Okay, and another thing, as a content creator here on YouTube, I think it is brilliant because it actually helps me out. Here's what I mean. The Haves and the Have-Nots mid-season finale, out of time, March 19th, 2019. That episode ends. Hopefully, and nothing has been confirmed, but hopefully they give us a promo for the future episodes of the Haves and the Have-Nots coming later this year, maybe in May or June, whenever. I think that would be great marketing, showing, hey, here's the mid-season finale. Here's a sneak peek of what we have coming up in a couple of months. But now we're going to bring back a show you haven't seen in like a year. If Loving You Is Wrong, here's a 2-night season premiere event. I'm cool with that, because for me that's great, because that means I'm not going to be as under so much pressure to watch 2 shows back to back and review them right away. I feel like this will give the channel a much needed haves and have nots break so we can talk about other things Tyler Perry is doing. And I also mentioned this, I do plan on watching American Soul and Boomerang on BET. And if I like those shows, I'll start reviewing them as well. But with If Loving You Is Wrong, if their initial promo last month said March 19th, March 20th, 2-night event, I would have been cool. Yeah, I probably would have stated that is kind of jacked up that the show has been gone for over a year. But the fact that we do have a 2-night event to look forward to is great. So I'm not mad that the show is in March. I'm mad that OWN, not a 2-bit article, not a cast member, not hearsay, not fake news. OWN themselves put out the tweet February 27th. OWN put out the trailer February 27th. And here's the icing on the cake. Linda Mitchell, shout out to Linda Mitchell on Twitter, and somebody screenshotted this tweet and sent it to me. What the hell is supposed to be? What the hell? It was supposed to be back on February 27th. What the hell is OWN doing? We wanted to do a 2-night premiere. Trust us, you're going to be so happy with these first 2 episodes. You'll be on the edge of your seat. And then in response to another Twitter user, sorry, I didn't get the tweet, but somebody sent me the screenshot. It said from Mr. I can't pronounce that, but I don't know what his tweet was. But OWN said, we wanted to do a 2-night premiere because we couldn't stand the idea of making you wait for episode 2. It's too juicy. Let me tell you why that doesn't make any damn sense. Looking at the calendar here, February the 27th, okay? That's on a Wednesday. That's episode 1. Episode 2, that would have been airing on March the 6th. Meaning that, yes, we would have had to wait a week between episodes 1 and 2. But you're telling me that, oh, the episode 2 is so juicy, we didn't want you to wait for it. We are waiting longer than we would have been if you would have had episode 1 on February 27th. What they tried to do is make it seem like, no. Episode 2 was so juicy and so damn good, we didn't want viewers to have to wait a gap between episode 1 and 2. So instead of having episode 1 airing when we said it was going to air, we're going to push it back another 3 weeks, literally, well, technically 20 days, but 3 weeks from where we said we were going to have it airing. That is bullshit, OWN, and you know it. So again, I am not mad at the cast and crew. They have nothing to do. They went to Atlanta. They filmed their new season, their new episodes. They did what they were supposed to do. I'm not mad at the cast members because I've done various videos with interview clips, tweets, everything else in between, where the actual cast members said, oh, it's going to come back, mid-January. It's going to come back in October, November. Go back on this channel. Go to my If Loving You Is Wrong playlist. I've done at least a dozen plus videos with all the different dates and whatnot. I don't even know if I could be mad at Tyler Perry because I know the network makes a lot of decisions that go beyond even him. But I'm going to say this. I blame OWN. I'm mad at OWN, not just because of the copyright stuff I'm going through, but that has nothing to do with this. I'm mad because OWN as a network has created a lot of miscommunication and confusion amongst the fans. And to have the audacity to put out that promo that was a half-assed, like, once again, you literally copied and pasted. Okay, let me just use an example from school, being, a former college student and whatnot, Liberty using Blackboard and whatnot. Let's say, for example, if I if I got a D in a class, let's say I'm just going to spit out a class I actually did get a D in, Apologetics 500. And I decide to retake Apologetics 500 like a year later, like I decide to repeat the class and try to pass it this time. I get to the final project. I pretty much copy and paste my final project, like the paper, but then I change like 2 or 3 things and, I barely get by with like a C and I'm just passing. I pretty much half-assed that final project. Basically, that's what OWN did with their trailer from January the 8th. You took the exact same trailer, put it back on the air pretty much over a month later, added 2 different screens, 2-night season premiere, March 19th, 19th and the 20th. That was pathetic. That was no effort. Like, there was no rhyme or reason for why you pushed it back. You just push it back to push it back. I knew something was up, and I said this too because some people were telling me about this on Twitter. Well, Jeremy, when is the show coming back? At first, I was a bit annoyed that people were still asking the question after we got the official announcement, that we got the promo. But I can understand why people were confused because think about it this way. Technically, let's pretend we did not get this trailer on Tuesday. Let's pretend we didn't do it. Okay, it's Thursday the 14th. 2 weeks from now, we should be talking about the season premiere on the 27th. You know, like, okay, the 27th, the episode came out. 28th, we'll be recapping and stuff. We'll be talking it out. I knew something was up because it's like, well, when the haves and the have-nots came on a week before they came on the air, like we were wondering, where's the trailer? We got that promo. We got the official announcement. And it wasn't until after the first episode aired we got the trailer promo. But for If Loving You Is Wrong, we didn't get squat. We didn't get any behind the scenes footage or any kind of, you know, in terms of like, you know, promotions, like, you know, the different promos and stuff. Nothing like that. Nothing on Instagram or Twitter. And I'm like, okay, well, Tyler Perry is going to be promoting the Madea family funeral soon. That comes out March 1st. So maybe the week of the 18th and definitely the week of the 25th, we'll see Tyler Perry. When there's some gaps in between his Madea farewell tour, he'll be out promoting the movie. The different cast members will be promoting the movie. And keep in mind, I do believe that Eddie from If Loving You Is Wrong, RK and Gia from the Haves and the Have-Nots are actually in a Madea family funeral. So I thought, oh, we'll definitely get some promotion for not only the Haves, but the epic return of If Loving You Is Wrong. And then on top of that, Tyler Perry might tell more details about the Viacom deal. And I figured, okay, I'll be patient. But then as the dates went on, I'm like, okay, haven't heard anything about If Loving You Is Wrong. What the hell's going on here? So to actually have all those promos not actually be created or made or any kind of behind the scenes promotion, I see why they pushed the date back. So, you know what I said before, that when this show comes back, it better be one hell of a premiere because we waited this long. All I'm saying is this: when this show comes back, I'm probably going to have to do like a combined episode or something where I do like a, you know, 2-night review or whatever. I don't know how I'm going to do it. All I'm saying is this: I am going to be grading this show very harshly when it returns, because if they made us wait this long, it better be one hell of a premiere. Oh, it's so juicy, we didn't want you to wait. Well, technically, you are making us wait because it's a 2-night event. If you didn't want to make us wait, you will be airing episodes 1 and 2 during the same night. So screw you on. So maybe this means between now and March 19th, we'll actually get some real promos, some behind the scenes footage where we have the cast members, you know, doing photo ops and shooting the promo, because I knew something was up because various cast members have been doing other things. I followed them on Instagram. It's like, okay, so-and-so is in this state promoting this movie, or they're working on this TV show. That's odd. I mean, you would think they might be as a group, you know, the cast getting photo ops and, you know, doing behind the scenes interviews for what's to come next week or in a couple of weeks, but we haven't gotten anything. So yeah, guys, like I said before, don't like tweet the cast or anything in terms of like being mad about the show being pushed back. Like I said before, they most likely and obviously have nothing to do with it. This is on own. So yeah, screw you. And this video probably going to get demonetized, but I don't give a damn. Like I'm mad just like everyone else. But in terms of, again, being a content creator, this is actually good because, oh, we're getting the mid-season finale of the Haves, jumping into the premiere for If Loving You Is Wrong. I am not mad that the show is a 2-night event, March 19th and 20th. I am mad that they put out fake news. Well, technically, they put out a real announcement that it was February. I sound like Trump. Sorry, fake news. February 27th. But then you have the audacity to push it back. You know what? They're probably going to push it back to July at this rate. So I don't even know what else to say. So, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I did not mean to be this angry. Actually, I didn't curse as much as I thought I would. So, whatever. But let me know your thoughts on If Loving You Is Wrong being pushed back. Like I said, in terms of marketing and advertising, it makes sense in terms of ending one show for a while, then bringing back another Tyler Perry show. But in terms of like the bad part of the marketing, you are confusing the fan base. It would not surprise me if on the 19th and 20th, there will be people hella confused about what this show is back on. So yeah, but let me know your thoughts. What are your expectations for the show? So again, the fact that they are like really, oh, this is so juicy and whatnot. Shit. Yeah, you better knock my socks off, my shirt, my jeans. I better be like naked and afraid by the time the episode's in, because it better be so good it knocks everything off. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Subscribe, let me know your thoughts, and screw you, Own. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffrey Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.